everyone, it's Diana. If you don't know me, I am a solo artist and I use the creative arts to discuss mental health. So I'm just wanted to share this quick exercise with you that I do. I'm doing it every day at 11 a.m. Pacific time. This is actually a visual art exercise. I am not a visual artist at all. My medium is usually writing and performance. But I did learn this exercise in one of my classes on managing depression and anxiety. So I thought that perhaps it might be useful to you. This is a cat that I have behind me often every day. So you can also just tune in to see the cat if you don't want to do the exercise. But I encourage you to do it along with me. You can do this exercise with loved ones too to start conversations and children as well. So what we're going to do is we just need a piece of paper and we need some coloring utensils. I use crayons. But you can really use whatever medium you want. I think that's the right term for it. But you know what I mean. Paint, markers, anything. I sometimes just even have a pen that I jot things down with. I'll do this exercise every morning at 11 a.m. or sometimes throughout the day. So what are you going to draw on this piece of paper? We're basically going to check in with ourselves, and then we're going to draw whatever you are thinking and feeling in this current moment as if it's a snapshot of weather. So is it sunny in your inner world, or are there clouds? Are there rain showers, rainbows? Really, whatever you want to draw is up to you. Weather is just a guiding tool to get you started. You really can not draw weather at all. Often days, if you've been following me, I don't always draw weather. Also, I think there's a cat on the other side of me eating a plant, if you hear that. Yeah, this is live. Thank you for joining me. Also, if you don't know what you want to draw, that's totally fine. Just see what color speaks to you, put it to the page, and see what comes out. This is not about being good or being artistic or any of that. This is honestly about drawing whatever you want to draw and about connecting whatever's in here and here to the page so that it has a place to go. Because sometimes when we're feeling big emotions, we don't necessarily know A, what those are, B, how to process them, C, a lot of that. Sometimes I will just put a noise or a sound to emotions because I don't always know what I'm thinking or feeling either. And a lot of people in the mental health world that I have either worked with or I have listened to during this time period are saying that putting some labels to what we're feeling really helps us to process it and for the mind to categorize what's going on inside so that it doesn't come out in different ways. And it also might. We're going through a time period that's pretty unprecedented and there's a lot of pressures that are compounding things. So let's be compassionate with ourselves and others too. Okay, you want your piece of paper and you want the coloring utensils. And just going to do a quick check-in. If you want to, you can do a body scan, just a quick one to notice any energy spots. So are there places of anxiety? Are there places that feel good? Are there places that feel, I suppose, light instead of good? And you can do a body scan if that works for you, or just, take a second and drop in. It's really whatever method's going to work for you. I find that mental health is all about what serves you in the best way possible. So just take a quick, just the first few answers that come to you, what am I thinking? What am I noticing about my current experience, and how would that translate into weather? So yeah, let's draw. thick. Oh. Hello, thank you so much for joining me. So if you're just joining, what we're doing is a quick art therapy exercise. You're going to want to take a piece of paper and you're going to want to take some coloring utensils. And we're just going to quickly check in with ourselves and draw our whatever we notice, our thoughts and emotions as weather. So if it's sunny or if there are rainbows in your world, or really honestly anything you want to draw. Just put a crayon or a coloring utensil to the paper and see what comes out. So I'm just finishing at mine, and then I will share with you what's my inner world. To do a little bit more of this. Yeah, this. And this. Okay. So, yes, I think that, you know, in all honesty, there might be something that after I'm done, I might add to this because I'm not sure if it's completely finished. And that's okay. If you do your drawing and then afterwards you feel like you want to add something, or there's a portion of the drawing that is unsettling for you, or you want to find a solution to, one of the things that I really enjoy about this exercise is things might come out that I don't necessarily want to feel, but that doesn't take away the fact that it's there. And so within my picture, oftentimes I can find solutions that, yes, this weather world is not as tangible as where I'm sitting here or with this cat, but when I can find a solution in my art, it gives me the encouragement to be able to calm down and to also possibly find a solution in the real world, this tangible world. So sometimes things will come out in my art that I'm like, oh no, I don't want to feel this. This isn't, no, that is not part of my picture. But oftentimes our pictures are quite complex. Our lives are quite complex. So it's there, and emotions can be just information oftentimes. Sorry, I'm getting messages. I don't know if you can see them. Anyway, so this is what I drew. I drew a big cloud. My cloud is not necessarily heavy, however, it is a clock. What is interesting with this clock is that, and I've done this probably for about a month now. Oh yeah, a month yesterday is when I started doing this daily at 11. And it, when I first started, the clock was a sun and it symbolized hope. Nowadays, sorry, I'm getting messages. Nowadays, it's really fascinating to me because in this picture, the clock is actually within a cloud. I don't know if you can see it. It's within a cloud, and it's symbolizing time. This has gone on for some time, and we still have some more to go. So this is just a, it's not necessarily a heavy clock, it is in the clouds. However, it's interesting to me that this cloud is very multi-layered. If you can see, I have very, very many layers to it, which just indicates to me that I'm feeling and noticing a lot of different things. However, this cloud is not necessarily a rain cloud. It's not necessarily a heavy cloud, although there is heaviness to it with the many layers. Inside of that, outside of that, sorry, I drew a big sun. It's not necessarily a comforting sun. It was more my solution to the cloud. And this gave me some comfort. And also, it was interesting to me because in my early days with me drawing the clock within a sun, it still is. It's just I couldn't necessarily see it. And oftentimes when we go through things, my background is in talking about depression, anxiety, and trauma recovery. And one of the things that I've heard mental health experts talk about is finding meaning in the things that we go through, help us to navigate them, help us to heal. So it was fascinating to me that the clock, I just couldn't see that within it, there was many layers, and now there is a cloud. So this for me also symbolizes clarity. Down at the bottom, feelings I don't like to have. These are dark tethers, and they are also reinforced by red. At times throughout this process, I've been doing it for a month, the virus, the sickness, and all that is wrapped up into it because it's not just one thing. It also hits our economy. It's hitting so many levels of this society. So that red is symbolized with this darker color, and it's a tether. And yeah, don't love feeling this way. But I drew solutions within my art. You might not be able to see, but maybe you can. The rays of the sun are not actually going outward. They're actually all being directed down into this area to combat those heavier tethers, to, in a sense, be free once more and be able to, live life as we used to. But all of those rays are going to fighting this. So that is not necessarily my sun. I believe it's collective. And yeah, this blank space within this, I might add something later. However, for now, I don't know. So I'm just going to leave it blank and let it be okay with the blankness. So please do this with me every day at 11 if you like. I will always show you this cat if I'm inside. Sometimes I'm outside. And yeah, just take care of yourself. These times we're going through a new time period. And I found that the creative arts have really helped me navigate so many things in my life, so I really hope that serves you too. I will be doing this every day. If you want, you can tag me in your stories, and I encourage you to do it with friends and family too. Hopefully it'll take some pressure off of sometimes if we're inside and people are coping in different ways, so you never really know. But if you have different weather, then it makes sense why things would not be necessarily moving smoothly or connecting. And it's just a way to connect with your friends and family. And I don't know, it's a bridge. Art can be a bridge. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you all tomorrow. And I would also say what I've been doing is at the end of this, I quickly write down whatever the description of the picture is, so that when we get through this, which we will get through this, just take it day by day. But when I write down the explanation and narrative, then at the end of however many days, I will have my story. So that's another way that people can navigate hard things, is by developing their narrative. And so, yeah, I wish you all well, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Oh, I didn't end. Ending.